Recording, bitch.
There we are.
Yeah.
Hey,
What up, dog?
what's going on, man?
Bro, shit, bro. Fuck, man. I mean,
I
listen,
know.
it's I miss you. I haven't seen you in I don't know how goddamn long, and it's possibly because the government's trying to hold us down.
I mean, hey, listen, sometimes when you got to shut it down, you got to shut it down to
Now,
stop the
listen,
spread of
if
this
this was
disease.
if
But
this was 1776, I'm gonna tell you right now, if this was 1776 and the fucking British were coming, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, fucking Americans would take out their exercise their Second Amendment and I think it's the Second Amendment.
that's
Exercise their
for
fucking guns and not trying to hold nobody fucking back. But guess what they're doing? They're entrapping us in our own goddamn homes, dog.
yeah. Listen, I haven't seen the light of day outside of this neighborhood within the past 3 weeks, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm going crazy over here,
Dude, I mean,
dude.
it's not like you ever left beforehand, bro. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest.
Let's
You
just be
always stayed
honest.
homebody anyway, dude.
I
You
mean,
always
but I'm just saying, dude, this is the excuse to say, I'm going crazy inside the house. So,
No, I
you
mean,
know,
listen, I don't know if
it's
you
like,
saw this. I was actually watching this. Um, Danny, Danny, my mom's man showed me this shit. No fucking joke, bro. I promise you, dog. Motherfucker jumped from, I think it was like 14 stories from
what?
in New York due to isolation, bro. This is the kind of shit that, prisoners go through in solitary and shit like that just drives them fucking nuts. And bro, in New York, this guy jumped off 14 stories, jumped, landed, bro, and the video was so gruesome. It showed everything, dog.
Oh no, what happened to
Guy
him?
jumped over, fucking fell 14 stories, hit the cement on his side. I'm sure it broke all his fucking ribs, but you hear,
Oh,
dude,
splat.
just like that, dude. And it's not even that high that, I'm sure there was like at least a minute or two that he was fucking like still breathing, bro, still going fucking through that shit.
Oh, that's actually insane. Dude,
It's terrible, bro.
dude, people are going crazy. Hey, I don't know if you've heard, but there's this thing. Have you heard about TikTok?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh, people are getting TikTok famous nowadays.
Is
Now
that
that
so?
they have, yeah, now that they have so much time by themselves inside the house, dude, the imagination
It's
on these
going, it's
people,
running wild,
oh,
dog.
it's crazy, dude. I've seen the craziest shit on this fucking app, TikTok. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
What do
You
you
gotta check
like?
it out.
Give me an example, dude. Give me an example.
Dude, so I was watching this thing. Let me see. What is the craziest thing I've seen? At least today.
I mean, obviously, people are just jumping off the walls. Not, they got nothing else to do. They can't go out. They can't do shit. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Governor DeSantis, I mean, I'm sure you heard today,
Yeah,
he set a mandate where we have a stay-at-home order now.
yeah.
Nobody can leave their home unless it's for essential duties.
Stay wide. Stay wide now.
Stay fucking wide, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, don't you think though that it was a little bit late? Me personally, I feel like he could have actually said it or even mandated that a little bit earlier
I'm gonna be honest
because
with you. I think this is all bullshit. I mean, listen, I don't think it's bullshit. I think the virus is real. I'm not gonna be one of those conspiracy theorists that just throws himself under the bus. The truth is, the virus, I do believe it's real. But if you look at like facts, scientific facts, doctors that are right now explaining the intensity of this virus, um,
mhm,
more. I mean, the truth of it is 80,000 people on average die every single year from the flu. Whether you're
true.
old, if you have
It's very true.
bronchitis, asthma, all that kind of shit. 80,000 people are dying from the flu. I mean, as of right now, I think it's an average of 14, 15,000 so
Yeah.
far, of course. I mean, the real worry is that this disease is very contagious, very, very aggressive. But
Yeah.
I think at the same time, we might be blowing it out of proportion, bro. And a lot of
Well,
businesses are suffering.
yeah, for sure. And we definitely are because there's so many people out there, even the media, right? They're blowing this shit so much out of proportion where they're throwing out numbers that don't even equate to being accurate. with the times today, right? Because what's happening? Okay, in the United States, guess what? The United States is actually number one in cases right now. Why is that? Because we're testing more, we're putting it out there to the public. But you know what? China actually stayed right there, where like right where they were at,
Yeah, because they're
because
how do you say?
to to to
Tutelator. The tutelator country. They,
yeah.
they
No,
tutelate.
yeah, they are. So listen, their numbers actually stopped because they stopped reporting it to the media, which was crazy because, you would think that people around the world want to actually get together and, fight for each other, but they're actually not doing that. They're trying to
See,
get
I was
ahead.
under the impression that because they were such a regiment that was such a dictatorship that they can actually shut down fucking fucking locations, subsidiaries, basically cities, and nobody can basically cross, and that's why the infection wasn't spreading. But of course they're fucking lying to their media. They control the media, and this is all
Yeah,
propaganda. Yo, you know
yeah,
what's funny?
exactly.
You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you've seen this shit. Look it up right now. If you guys, whoever's watching, our audience right now watching, if you don't believe me, this is crazy shit. But look what Russia's doing. Russia let out 800 lions into the streets, bro. They let out 800 ferocious lions into the streets, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a stay-at-home work order. Try and fucking go out if you want, dude.
Yeah, try and get out, bitch.
Try and get
I'll have
out,
my
dude.
lion eat your
There's
ass.
there is free wild fucking lions roaming the streets right now in Russia, bro. I swear to God,
That's a real thing. This
it's
is
a real
happening.
thing. Look it up, dog. Look it up. I saw it like 2 days ago. They let out fucking lions. What's his name? Putin. Putin. Putin.
Yeah, Putin.
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 Putin. We call him Putin.
Putin.
Fucking Puddin. Puddin let out fucking a bunch of cats, and he's just letting them out there loose. Anybody who wants to try their fucking goddamn luck out there in the streets, go ahead. I dare you. You might as well
Oh
be lunch.
my god, dude, that's actually funny. Oh, have you been watching that Netflix series Tiger King?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Bro,
my
he's got
god,
like 5 husbands and shit. He's fucking out there.
dude,
He is out
yeah,
there.
I'm telling you, man. When I first heard about it, I came home, um, and the next morning I woke up and I binged it. Of course, because you know
Yeah,
me,
I binged it too. I binged it too.
yeah, I binged it.
After a
Seven
while, though,
episodes
like,
down.
I was like, okay, yes, guys like cats. He's a fucking crazy asshole. He's tons of guns. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's out there, dude. He's
yeah.
fucking. But
So I
listen, I
mean,
tell you what, dude, that's a millionaire idea. I mean, listen,
hey,
fucking him, and he's got like maybe 3, 4 other people in competition taking over the fucking game.
oh, dude, that's
I'm
yeah.
like,
Seriously,
how do I get a line right now? Where do I get? Where do I get one? How do
I,
I
I
get one?
I know it's illegal, but
Like,
where do I get a tiger?
I'd look around. I'd look around. And be like, how much for the line? Let me get 2 of them motherfuckers right there.
Yeah. That hot dog's cool and all, but how much for the lion?
Those are one of the things. If you get into like a drunken or like a drug infested stupor, and if you just hear that, you're just passed out. You hear that in the side of your ear, like how much for the line? You're like, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah.
Oh man, dude, crazy. That's crazy.
Looks like my tech guy is awake. Well, too late for that now.
Too late, and the show goes on until the wheels fall off.
Goes on, bitches on the shot.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
what we
so
need, we need that. What's that DJ's name? That drops the bombs. You know who I'm talking about?
I actually don't. I don't remember.
Man. All right, moving on. What were you gonna say?
Don't they all do that? Well, okay.
DJ Fresh.
So my thought was, right, so we got this whole Tiger King thing going on, and then Putin's out there in Russia sending all these lions out.
He is the Tiger King, dude. he's the
Oh,
he's the
wait a
real
minute.
Tiger King.
Is he not the Tiger King, or is he the Lion King?
Got him. Fucking got him, dude. That's genius, bro. He's the fucking. I said it to you, dude. I always said it to my mom. Like, look at Putin. He's the fucking Lion King, dude. It's the fucking Lion King, bro. I fucking called it. When I read this talking about the collusion with Russia, I'm like, wait, he's talking about a fucking Lion King, bro.
He's talking about the Lion King.
He's talking the goddamn Lion King, bro. Fuck, bro. No fucking way, dog.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah, so tell me about this this thing that your pictures that you were showing me about the fish. You guys went out there on the boat, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck yes, bro. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. That shit is like a miracle therapy, dude. If girls can go into massage places and get overcharged for just getting a massage on their back, and what they're actually getting is Asians fucking stepping on them as if they had to put out their daily struggle, their life struggle onto their back. I'm telling you one thing. Fishing is a man's fucking therapy, dude. I can compare to that because fishing, bro. Oh my god, there's not. And all I was doing, listen, honestly, is I'm not too much of a fan, but
right
after fishing, I am a country music fan now.
Oh no way!
Because all we did was listen to country music, drink beers, and overtake other people's fishing spots. We were shitting on other people, and dude, and the fucking looks that we would get, dog, was horrendous. I felt uncomfortable.
Oh my
goodness! I held up my snook in front of their face.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, dude, I remember you showing me those pictures, and those cobia were nice, man. That was a good catch for sure.
Cobia was big, and it was just under legal. Luckily, I'm gonna be honest with you. Luckily, I had a guy who was straight edge and was not like he was by the book, bro. He was straight up by the book. Partly because he told me that you can get your fucking boat seized and your truck seized.
For sure.
What? That's fucking nuts. You're the fishing expert here, dude.
Well,
that's
FWC doesn't play around, man. I remember there was this one time where, we were coming out. I had the boat club at that one point. It was called Club Seaworthy, right? And we docked out of St. Pete and we went underneath the Skyway. We're out there. It's me and my two cousins, Joe and Brian. And so we go out there. We're about to set up for fishing. So we anchor out right underneath the Skyway. And I see this boat, this badass boat. It's so nice too. It's two 400s, I believe. I don't know. It's just crazy. And I just see this boat coming up to us, and I'm like, "Oh shit, we're about to be boarded."
400. That's the fucking engines, right? That's what you're talking
about. Yeah, the engines. And I'm just like,
shit,
dude,
those are expensive motherfuckers.
I'm like, dude, we're about to be fucking boarded. Yeah. So
it was the one to 2 400 was a cop basically.
No, I mean, in all honesty, it was probably like 250s, but. Just the way the boat, the way the boat looks, you could tell a FWC boat from any other boat, obviously, right? Because
what does FWC mean, dude?
Florida Wildlife Control.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So they and then what happened?
Sorry, it's Fish and Wildlife Control.
Okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
They came up to us and they boarded us, and I'm telling you, man, I've gotten pulled over so many times, but when I got boarded for the first time in my life, I have never been so scared in my life. I've never been so scared. So
I mean, they can take fucking people to jail, they can issue citations, they can seize fucking things, dude. 100%. They can do whatever. They're
the king of the sea. They can do whatever. So they come up to us. They get on the side of us.
By the way, now we found the Sea King.
Yeah.
The Sea King. Gotcha. All right. We just need one more to make it a 3 king situation. We just need one more. Go ahead. Good.
So they come up and they tie up right next to us, and they do the whole, hey, just wanted to check out how you guys were doing today. It looks like you guys are about to go fishing. Have you guys dropped lines in the water yet? And thankfully we haven't. Right, we're just getting our rod set up, just anchored out. And they're like, okay, well, if you don't mind, we're just gonna go ahead and search the boat.
Damn.
Now,
But
yeah,
you can let me ask you this: can you refuse that?
I'm not sure.
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
know when you're driving you can and you have the option to, more than likely you're gonna go to jail, or not go to
Right.
jail, but yeah, I mean, but in any case, that's a good question to look into,
Yeah.
if that's a
Yeah.
possibility.
I'm not too sure, but at that point, I was too scared to even think about.
Yeah, no, yeah. Please, thank you. Please
Yeah. No
search the
problem.
boat. Please, thank you.
Search the boat. Search the boat.
Let me help you. Let me help you
Exactly.
search stuff.
Exactly. So I pull out the the kit that we have, because they check your security kit, and they check if there's life vests on the boat. And one of the scariest things, right? He asked me, "Where's your whistle?" So you're supposed
What?
to have a whistle
Okay.
on your key, right? It's a security measure, and I couldn't find the fucking whistle. I could not find the whistle to save my life.
I'm going
So,
to.
I was so scared. I'm sitting there. I'm trying, dude. I'm shaking.
I don't
I'm like,
know.
I'm like,
I must have left it. I must have.
sir, I
Sir,
just
you win. I lose. Fuck.
I just rented this boat. I don't know. They told me everything was here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And he's like, well, just find your whistle. But I go into the cabin. Now, the craziest thing, I go into the cabin and I find empty beer cans. Now, it's okay to drink on the boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. This is not going right. This is not
it's-
going the good way.
It's not going well. And it's okay to drink on the boat just as long as you're not driving, right?
I would, at that point, I would look at the cop and be like, listen, let's just quit the bullshit here. Where's the cuffs? I'll put it on myself.
You got me.
Take them away, Chief.
So I see these empty beer cans, and needless to say, dude, I was not the one that put the beer cans in that thing. They just forgot to check the compartment, and there was already beer cans there. So I went in, I shut the door so fast, and he's like, well, if you can't find your whistle and you guys are going to fishing, I guess that's fine. I know this is a boat that's registered under the rental place that I was going off, no, the boat club place that I was with. And then he asked us.
So let me ask you this. So, all right, obviously they got the fucking power. They're the Sea Kings. Okay.
Yeah.
So, at this point you're fucking shitting bricks. You're scared to death. How'd you get away, Doug?
Well, so this is how we got away, because they asked us for our fishing license. Okay. And I was like, yeah, of course I got my fishing license. And my cousin Joe doesn't have a fishing license.
Okay.
Yep. My cousin Brian had one. And he's like, okay, well, if you can't find your fishing license, then let me just pull up your name and your, I believe it was like date of birth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just the info. My license was suspended since 2016.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Nothing is going right.
It's 2 years.
Everything is done.
It's all wrong. But thankfully, they let us actually purchase the fishing license while they were on board.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, so all we had to do, we just went on to the app.
So the deal is, I'm sure the deal is that, like, everybody can be drinking except for the captain.
For the captain, yeah.
You got to have life vests. You got to have whistles, right?
Yep. You got to have a working.
But, I got to tell, that reminds me, bro. My buddy, he was out in the lake on his boat. Fucking, he ran out of gas in the middle of the lake. What does he do? He pulls a flare out. Pulls the flare out. Oh my God. For what was that? People called 911. Fucking, there was 3 boats that came to rescue him. He's like, bro, I just forgot. I ran out of gas, man. I just ran out of gas.
Oh
He's like,
no.
we are writing you a motherfucking ticket. That's in case your boat were to capsize. So we were just talking about the fishing shit. That's pretty interesting and all. But I got to tell you something.
Mhm.
It kind of worried me today when I started hearing it, and I don't fucking watch the news. That shit's just stressful, dog. But I started hearing it from different people. Yo, Governor DeSantis, fucking Florida's getting shut down. It's a mandatory shutdown. And I'm like, bro, I need to fucking work. Luckily, I have been blessed that my job has allowed me to work through this fucking crisis. Trump,
Yeah.
looking out for boy, giving me a check too. God bless him.
Yeah, seriously.
And my old lady's working too, bro. And my old lady's working too. So we still got money coming in. Trump's giving me a check. Everything's going fine.
That's good.
And then they're trying to shut me down, dude. And then they're trying to shut me down. I start hearing that we're fucking staying at home. We can't go out and shit like that. I'm like, bro. So I start instantaneously, my fucking head starts going. I'm like, yo, they're trying to stop my money. I'm gonna start doing research. By the grace of God, I'm in the trucking industry. By the grace of God, that is an essential job function. So
it is.
God bless it, dude.
Yeah, that's a good thing. All right, how's the business going?
Business is going good, but let me ask you, how is it for you? Because a lot of people who are probably watching this are going through the same struggle. I know Alex just got let go. Just had a podcast with him. It'll be posted up here shortly, but he'll talk all about it. Alex just got let go because, of course they don't need him, and they just fucking hired him. Think about that.
I know. That's crazy.
It's tragic.
It is actually tragic. You bring a guy up from Miami and you say, "Hey, listen, you can take this job, and we definitely want you on board." And then, it wasn't even a week, right?
Yeah.
Just
and then so how are you going through things, man? I mean, I know you're not working, right?
No, it's the same exact thing. Because I was working for the business that was dealing with advertisement sales, and the advertisements that we were selling, or the ads that we were selling, were directed straight to sports fans. So obviously,
yeah, that's a double whammy, dude.
Double whammy. So obviously, with sports being gone and tailgating not being around, not only that, oh man, I know it's a different animal. But with all of that being gone and us not being an essential business, it just got cut down. So here I am.
So I mean, like, of course you're gonna be getting a check, right?
Yeah.
From old Trumpsky. Trumpsky, God bless him. You know what? I didn't like the guy, but you know what? That motherfucker's all right. He's all right.
Hey,
I can dig him.
Mr. Trump, you're all right, sir.
You're all right, sir.
Thank you.
See that tweet that he deleted saying, yeah, everybody who said hashtag not my president, sorry.
Yeah,
you're not going to be getting a check this year.
That's what I'm saying. And I've been talking. Listen,
that's fucking real, dude.
Oh, it's the truth. There's so many people out there that were saying, no, I don't like the guy. Fuck that guy. He's not my president. Yeah. I mean, listen, hey, a lot of these people were saying that, but now, when crisis is going on and he's helping out, hey, is he your president now? I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? I'll take the check. Thank you. I gotta tell you, bro. It's crazy to think, dude, that there's a lot of people who made money with this situation. A lot of people made money, and I'm gonna tell you how. All right. First off, vaguely, I'm gonna just touch on this. Vaguely, the $2 trillion stimulus check. All right. Mm-hmm. Now there's no way that all can be divided equally and into the right places without somebody sticking their hand in their pocket. All right, that's number one. Number two is the people who shorted the market when coronavirus was first being announced and all the markets were tanking. The people who were shorting, who were betting against the markets, made a shit ton of money and then doubled up and made a shit ton of money when the market came back up, saying that there was a $2 trillion stimulus check being handed out. So the market went back up people who betted on that got money as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be the conspiracy theorist, man, but Jesus, I mean, a lot of money's coming around, a lot of money's being flown around, dude, and there's just gotta be think about this. How about the struggling businesses? Like, for example, Winter Haven, right? You know
Right.
that on tap place where you can pour your beer
Yeah. The new
yourself.
one.
Bro,
Yeah.
first off, that's the first place I've ever gone to that you can actually pour. I'm like, yo, you motherfuckers are gonna let me pour my own beer? You sure? I'm like, you fucking sure?
You gonna let me do this?
I don't think
Okay.
this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. But then I started realizing how the system worked, and I back to the front desk, like they cut you off, and I'm like, bro, listen, I've been drinking a long time, buddy, for you to cut me off. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What? This is weird. This is awkward now. I gotta come up to you. It's a little awkward. But bro, what I'm talking about is those new businesses that and they didn't even have a lot of people coming in to begin with, bro. Unfortunately, because that's a great place. But
Yeah.
they didn't have a lot of people coming in, and now they're fucking shut down.
Yeah, man, that's tragic. Where did they actually build that? Where did that go up?
It's right next to Central
Oh, wow.
Tavern, right there, Haven.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
What about Barrel 239 Ashton's place?
I was actually going to ask you about that. So what's going on with that? How are they doing?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, I haven't talked to them. The only time I talk to them when I get fucked up in their bar, dude. I don't fucking know.
Man, that's tragic because she just opened that place too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people are taking a fucking hit for this. God, I mean, I'm like, I can't thank God any more than I already have, that I'm still in a sound place. But bro, I'm feeling for people like you. I'm feeling for fucking bars that are just getting shut down, you know? And
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, right, 70%, fact checking, 70% of America is based off of small businesses.
I'm gonna tell you a true fact. Over half of Americans have an average of $500 or less in their bank accounts. Think about
I believe that. That's crazy.
Think about that.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, and I just went and I started looking at the fucking boards on the on my apartment community. They're not allowing any relief for these motherfuckers, for any of us. They're not allowing any relief. So there was literally a chat forum that was started in our apartment complex that started, is there going to be any rental relief? And before you knew it, those comments grew to over 100 people in this apartment complex. The manager finally got on. She's like, listen, we're not providing any rental relief. We're going to take case by case. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's funny that you say that, because this guy, Lou, owns a bar up here in Fishhawk, right? It's called Park Square Social. And he said, hey, listen, he went to his renters and he said, hey, listen, if I'm going to get dinged for this and my business is going to suffer, you guys are actually going to take a piece of this relief as well. So he went to his landlord and said, nope, if you expect me to pay 100% of my rent during this time, I expect you to pay at least some of that as well. There's no way that's fair, where I have to sit here and pay all of my money and you still get your profit when you guys are struggling as well. It's not possible. Right.
So he's basically asking for relief from his landlord and passing that relief on to his customers.
Not onto his customers, just straight onto the landlord. There's yeah. He said, no, I'm not doing it. And I think I agree with him.
I think instead of passing out these $1,200 checks, because let's be honest, bro, it's $1,200 a month really going to change your life in this?
It's not.
No, it's not. My bills are way more than that, dude. My bills are way more. What if I wasn't lucky enough to not have a job and I gotta pay fucking it's close to $4,000. So I gotta pay in bills, bro. That $1,200 check isn't gonna do shit for me. What I think the government should have done is relieved all mortgage payments, car rental payments. He should have suspended everything until this all fucking cleared up. Instead of handing out a check, instead of making the majority of the population struggle through this, he should have just talked to the mortgage lenders, the fucking, the car insurance companies, the car loan companies, basically everybody who's handing out or lending stuff out. That would have been such a less hit on the economy than including the whole majority of the population, right?
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I think that would have been a smarter way.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is that, man, there was just so many different ways that we could have changed how we handled this. But the thing is also that everybody alive right now has not gone through one of these pandemics, right? So we're all writing the book as we go along. So that's that. Yeah, that's
kind of like raising a kid, dude. You just figure it out as you go.
You figure it out as you go. Exactly. So, I mean, were there things that we could have done differently? Definitely. Were there things that we have done as a country that, are a benefit to the future for us? Yeah, for sure. But, I just feel like there's a lot of people right now that kind of.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was watching on the news fucking Taiwan. I think it was like 2015 or 2017, they went through the SARS epidemic. So because they went through that so radically, fucking it fluctuated their entire population and people were dying. SARS actually contributed to 10% of deaths, in comparison to the entire population, as opposed to coronavirus, which is really just infecting like 3, 4, 5%. SARS was 10%. That's double that, son.
Right. Yeah, but just wait. They said that within the next month, right, projected May 1st, that's when we're going to reach our peak. Or if that, which is the crazy part. So the numbers are actually mind-blowing to where there's going to be over 1 million people infected by that time, is what they say. Right now, I'm not too sure if it's fake news or not, but we'll see.
No, but at the same time, those numbers are convoluted, bro, because
we're
not thinking about the symptoms that these people have, whether it's bronchitis, asthma that can actually explode the respiratory illness. All right. We're not thinking about that. Also, we're not thinking about a lot. What I just read here earlier today also was that even if somebody died of an other related illness and they had COVID, they had corona, they would blame it on corona just to add on to the fucking death toll.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I was. Too. Yeah. I heard that too.
So I mean, the numbers really can get a little bit vague. But what I was talking about with Taiwan is because they went through that SARS epidemic earlier on in the decade, they were so ready for this situation to fucking hit the fan that literally, they have an app. Every Taiwanese has an app where it will show them the available locations where to pick up masks, gloves, hand sanitizers. They were ready for each person. They could pick up to 17 masks for every person. They could pick up to 17 masks. And they already had municipalities shut down when they heard about the coronavirus. As a matter of fact, they heard about the coronavirus before it was even broadcasted on the news. Because they had already went through this pandemic before. That's how they were ready, dog. That's what I'm saying. They were fucking ready.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, if only we were ready.
I can only hope to be that ready when the time came to shove, dude. Fucking right. I'll tell you what sales are up. Guns, dog. Guns and ammo, baby.
Guns. America's
at its finest, dude. Guns and ammo are fucking hot, dude. If you have any sort of business in that industry, dude, you are balling out of control right now.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man, my neighborhood is fucking locked down to the brim, bro. We have that shit fucking locked and loaded. We're all sitting out here
Oh,
just
just show each other guns and shit. Just like
oh, dude, it's crazy. We're all
it's
just
a
sitting
gun
out
show. It's
here.
a
Yeah.
goddamn gun
Listen,
show.
hey, remember what you said, right? You were out there fishing, listening to country music. Well, we're out here drinking Bud Light, listening to country music, and fucking
Loading our
sitting here with
ammunition,
our.
dude. Loading our motherfucking ammunition. Anybody got a 12 gauge? Anybody got a 12 gauge ammo? Yeah, right here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shit, dude.
Man,
Bud
hey,
Light
yeah, Bud Light and bullets. And due to the unpopular vote, you know what, NRA, you know what? I don't give a fuck right now, bro. Listen, you guys wish you were here. I'm just saying.
Y'all do you. We're safe.
Yeah, we're safe.
We're safe.
We're safe. While you guys are getting looted and shit, we're sitting here.
No. Just wait, hoping somebody tries.
Exactly. Bud Light and bullets, baby.
Light and bullets. Somebody knock on your door. Ding dong. Yeah, what's up?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Never mind. Thank you.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just
Get
kidding.
the fuck out of here. Yeah, dude. Fucking right, bro. Fucking. And I'll tell you what else is plummeting right now. Guns and Ammos is up. Guns and Ammos is up. Guess what's down?
What?
Auto sales. So if you ever thought about fucking going out there and getting yourself a Lambo, right now is the perfect time, Papa. They are waiting for you, ready to hand you out a car.
That is so true. That is so true.
Going to get me another Hellcat, man. I was thinking about going to get a Hellcat, dude.
Oh man, I miss that thing so much, man. That thing was awesome.
Well, let me tell you, that shit was expensive, and I had to voluntarily repo it. So they took it away. I got a $20,000 loss. I went back, not like probably about a year ago, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get the blue one. And they were like, yeah, we just can't do it. I'm like, and so I tried to rebuttal. When somebody tells me no, you know, I come at them strong. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do it? I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't do it. And the guy got so frustrated. He's like, what are you fucking talking about? You have a $20,000 loss, all right? You can't fucking get one. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Oh, I thought you meant it's because I had the black one.
But right now, Papa, I'm going to tell you one thing. They'll fucking bend over just to get me one, dude. I think so. I fucking think so.
I think so, too. Oh, what? You want the blue one now?
You want the blue one now? Blue, red, yellow, which one, sir? Like, I can't right now. I got a $20,000 loss.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. If any of you ever wanted to go get a car right now, you get the best fucking deal right now.
The best deal.
The best deal. I'm telling you. I wonder what else is fucking hot, dude. What else is hot? A commodity. Well, if you think about it, electronics. Best Buy is fucking still in business.
Like it's gotta be.
But the Best Buy right next to my house, because I just went for some new equipment and shit. The Best Buy right next to my house has a whole motherfucker locked down. It's shut down. No customers.
Really? I get that.
Customers I get that. They pull up to the side. You stand there by the window, and they come. They crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Have you heard about the restaurants doing curbside to-go liquor sales?
What?
Yo, you can order liquor from any of your favorite restaurants now to go in a to-go cup.
Listen to that, people. Anybody listen to this podcast, the Shock Treatment Words of Whiskey podcast? This is what you want to find out, and my boy John has the scoop. Continue.
Yeah. So let's say you go to the Outback over here was doing it. They were saying originally
restaurants.
Yeah, any restaurants that serve alcohol. So originally they were saying you had to buy food with it, and I don't know where you guys are, but well, over here, that actually got canceled. Where if you just wanted to order any liquor to go, all you have to do is put it in, call it in, and they'll have it in a little to-go cup for you.
Hell yes, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Dude, that's just like New Orleans, bro. New Orleans have that like the little drive-through daiquiri shop, and
Oh.
I'm like drive-through daiquiri spot. I'm like, what is there? I mean, if I was a cop, I'd be standing on that corner just pulling motherfuckers over out of that fucking drive-through, dude. I don't know about y'all, bro, but that's a fucking setup. That's a fucking setup.
Excuse me, sir. Are you driving? It's a drive-through.
There's a drive-through of fucking daiquiri, people buying daiquiris, and there's a line of cops just taking their time, just taking their turn. I'm going now, Jeff. All right, go ahead, Rick. You're good. This was mine. This sucker's mine.
Rick, it's your turn.
Go ahead, Rick. Look at him. He thinks he's cocky. He thinks he's cocky with that daiquiri. Go get him. Go get him, Rick.
Get him. Drive-through daiquiris. That's interesting.
Shit. No
Jesus. Shit. How was that trip, man?
Oh my god, it was fucking disgusting, bro. I mean, disgusting isn't good, dude. Like, bitches fucking walking around with her tits out. I'm here with my old lady. We're both checking them out. Fucking, dude. I'm like, dude, listen, I'm married. I ain't gay. You know what I mean? I gotta, shit.
Hey, $20 is $20, man.
20. Listen, even if you give me 15, I'll think about it. Do it for 10.
Shit, I'll do it for 10. Fuck it.
Yeah, bro, that shit was fucking crazy. I saw two motherfuckers face plant, straight up, like had two men just fucking face plant, bro.
No way.
Dude, his face plant, and literally to see humanity in that state because literally walking over the guy, dude. All right, and I'm not gonna pass judgment. I did it too. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, it was bad. But luckily I saw, I stuck around enough to just keep watching the guy like, holy fuck, this guy's really in some trouble. Some guys just stopped and like, yo, bro, you all right? You all right? Slapped him on the face a little bit. I'm like, all right, somebody's got him. We're fine. Let's ride.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It was disgusting. Some bitch was fucking puking. She got some puke on my shoes. So disappointed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I got some other stories I told on Alex's podcast, on the podcast Words of Whiskey with Alexander Overton. Check that bitch out. Yeah, I had a few other stories I shared on that shit. You should check it out.
Did you get that drink that I was talking about, the hand grenade?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
But I saw everybody fucking walking around with that shit. No, what I was very interested in was going to the Absinthe House.
Oh, right. You were telling me about that.
I went to the fucking Absinthe House. Now, of course, I was under the assumption, like, and every ignorant American who's probably heard about absinthe, that you would fucking drink this thing and you would literally hallucinate. Mm-hmm. So this shit tastes like kind of like a not like a watered down Jaeger, but like very licorice. You know what I mean?
Oh,
tastes
nasty.
Very. And how they do it is just very interesting. And how they do it is they drip the absinthe through. What they do is they get a cup, right? They get a cup and they put like a little stencil on the top of it that has holes. They put a sugar cube on top of the stencil and they let absinthe drip onto the sugar cube.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and as time erodes, you get like a sugary licorice absinthe drink. So I'm thinking, okay, let me get two of these motherfuckers. I'm about to hallucinate my mind out right here in fucking Bourbon Street. Sure. I'm about to tripping balls. But no, that wasn't the case at all. I was like, so am I gonna hallucinate out this shit? As it turns out, she's like, no, you're not gonna. That's crazy. And as it turns out, I guess because it was banned in, I think, early 1990s. don't really remember the exact. I'm pulling that out of my ass, but it was banned, and the reason it was banned is because the U.S. was basically propaganding. I mean, we're not, this is a government, we're just because we're the United States doesn't mean we don't do propaganda. All right, this is the same thing that happened to weed. You know what I mean? They
Facts are
fucking
facts.
in the 1960s. You know what I mean? So they said that basically the shit caused you to hallucinate. That's why they banned it. And I think it was 2014 or 2015 where it got reignited, re-legalized, and they allowed it to come back in, and it just gets you really fucked up. So
Yeah. I mean, I have tried moonshine. I've tried. Yeah, I mean, moonshine was probably the heaviest thing that I've tried. I haven't tried absinthe yet, so I guess I was one of those people that I thought,
moonshine is very much more deadly.
oh my God, you remember that one time when we were over? Oh my boy.
Down, I fucking drank down that fucking moonshine like it was great. And then I tried the cherry that was sitting in
Yeah.
that bitch for about 3 or 4 or 5 days, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as that shit hit my taste buds,
Oh, I can taste it now. Oh boy.
God. All right, yeah, moving on. Yeah, but that was bad, dude. That was fucking bad.
Yeah.
The last, what's funny is that before that one time, it just so happens that every time I drink moonshine, I happen to be around a redneck and I happen to be around guns or ATVs, and so we're shooting guns, drinking moonshine, and fucking on an ATV. It's fucking Wild Wild West up in this
Holy
motherfucker, dog.
shit. Hey, dude, Bud Lights and bullets, baby.
Bud Lights and bullets.
Dude, right on.
Yeah. So, those are my experiences with fucking alcohol, but needless to say, I think I have been drinking a shit ton of more, John, since this whole quarantine shit, bro.
I mean,
fuck,
dude,
that's another thing, bro. Liquor sales are up, dog.
They're up. They're up. Oh, it's crazy. Well, my next door neighbor works for Pepin, right? And they broke their record 3 days straight.
Oh my God.
In a row. Dude, they made over 70,000 case sales within 1 day, which broke the record. And then the next day it was like 73,000 the next day. And then the next day it was like 76,000. Dude.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, hey, honestly,
this
it's
should
a
be
necessity.
It should be a fucking show about like what's up and what's down, baby. Come on, because we are telling facts right now.
Facts, bro.
Liquor sales, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the fucking market, that is a hot buy.
Hot buy.
And then you have like a little red button that says hot buy, and you press it. That's like fucking that guy Kramer on Mad Money. That's a buy. That's a fucking buy.
Oh my gosh, man.
Liquor sales
dude.
Fucking up, dog.
Yeah. Man, if I was an ABC liquor right now. Oh no. If I was Charmin, oh man.
Oh,
I'd be living life.
Yeah, it's crazy is that in I was reading this, I don't know if it's true or not, but in 2016, the rapper Killa Cam invested 60% of his money into toilet paper.
No way.
Everybody was shitting on him. Who's laughing now, motherfuckers?
Shit on me while I'm trying to fucking
shit on me while I'm fucking wiping this shit up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Killa Cam, 60%.
Yeah, dude. He put in all his money in fucking toilet paper. That motherfucker's toilet paper king. I found the third king. Bitches.
Tiger King. Lion King. Shit king, baby.
Lion King. No, it was Lion King, Sea King, and the Shit King, baby.
There you go. Oh my god, dude, people are going crazy over that. Over toilet paper.
Bro, I saw a World Star Hip Hop video where this fucking lady almost decked a 90-year-old lady, dog.
What the
Over
fuck?
the last roll of paper. Over the last roll of toilet paper. She almost decked this 90-year-old little lady. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers are heartless, bro.
Oh my god.
Listen, I can tell you right now, I can find anything to wipe my ass with. I don't have to deck a little elderly person to get by, dog.
I know, you know what I'm saying? No, dude, one of the funniest things I saw on TikTok the other day, right? This guy had his scale out, and on the caption it said times are hard, right? And then on his scale he had pieces of toilet paper on there, and he had dime bags. He was weighing it out. He had dime bags with fucking toilet paper in there. I got you, fam.
Genius, dude. Genius, bro. Fucking yo, it's rough, dog. But I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. If I had to, I'm like a cat on a rug, bro. I'll wipe my ass on anything, dude. I've used fucking Little Caesars pamphlet advertisements. I've used newspaper, dog. I'll use a goddamn rock if I need to, bro. I'll use a goddamn rock. Like, you know, one of those rocks that you find at the beach where you know, it's been eroded and it's rough, bro.
Oh my god. Yo, just
I gotta get it done.
All you gotta do is just get one of those like regular seashells, right? That's got the little cup on it, the little scoopers. There you go. Just scoop it out.
Fucking eat. And y'all motherfuckers are worried about toilet paper? Come on, we got solutions, baby. It's got solutions, baby. Golly, John.
I'm all about solutions, baby. All about solutions.
All about solutions. Bro. All right.
Oh.
Listen, this calls for another break. Listen, bitches. And if I'm shitting on your fucking entertainment here, well, go find a rock, bitches. I'll be back. And stop it.